to another episode of the Format Podcast live. There we go. What's going on, everybody? It's been a little while. Hope everybody had a wonderful holiday week. Got to spend some time with friends and family and enjoy that. Enjoy the season for what it's really about. You know what I mean? And obviously that's that time with your loved ones, and that stuff can't be replaced. So what's going on, Transformer? Been a minute, man.
Man, well, I feel like it's been, some months. We've been away for so long, but man, how was your holiday, man? Merry Christmas to you again.
Same to you, brother. It was solid, man. It was solid. I can't even complain, man.
Absolutely,
it was cool. It was cool. Got the family time. Daughter came home from college, so her and my son was hanging out, so that was beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So
that's
real good,
beautiful,
real good.
Man. That's beautiful. Oh man, family love. One of my first Christmases with my mom in years.
Okay.
What happened?
We're good. I don't know what happened there, but we're good.
Okay. But yeah, one of the first Christmases with my pops. They came over, we celebrated, watched the kids open up all the gifts and just to see that happiness, that joy.
Yeah.
That camaraderie, man. I was so hyped so early in the morning. About around 10:30, 11, I was smoked. I had to take a nap.
That's how you know you're a parent and you're aging. When you get up early with them, and then by midday you like, I'm done.
Boy, it was like a shockwave hit me. I'm on the couch, we eating breakfast. I'm like, I'm gonna lay on the couch for a little minute. Get a couple of Z's in. It's like, bro, I was hurting.
Yeah.
But no, man, it was all love, man. It was all love.
Man, that's great. That's great. And you know what? Is the beautiful thing too about Christmas. We always get some sports action, man, and those are some of the great things that we're gonna discuss today. And as you can see from the rundown, we're gonna get into this the Steph and LeBron era, which kind of the reason that I guess the big game on the big game for your Lakers, obviously on Christmas night. That kind of got me thinking a little bit about the Steph and LeBron era. So we're going to talk about that. Then, of course, we'll follow it up talking about the NFL versus the NBA on Christmas and LeBron's idiotic comments. But we'll get there. This ain't the first time he's made idiotic comments.
Whoa. Idiotic comments?
Idiotic. We'll get there.
What? It's Christmas. What are we doing?
We'll get
What are we doing?
Then we'll take it to the NFL. And Kansas City is they were squeaking by earlier in the season. They are starting to look dominant, man. So that's going to be scary. And then finally,
scary hour.
We saw the NFL Hall of Fame finalists have been released, and Eli Manning is among them. And that pick causes a lot of consternation among different people in the sports world, sports media, sports fans, et cetera, that I've heard going around. So definitely wanted to have some talk about that because I think it is a discussion worth it's a topic worth discussing. So we're gonna get that. Edward Jackson, what's good, brother? Good to see you. All right, cool. So first things first, man. Y'all already know the deal, man. Hit the like and subscribe. Y'all know that. Next thing, Sid Bubba, what's good, brother? How you doing? Good morning to you. Navy looked good yesterday, man, but we'll talk about that in a second. But what we're gonna do, Transformer and I discussed it. We think we're gonna go ahead and move the podcast over to Sunday morning. That way we can get in our sports talk and hopefully get it wrapped up around the time that the NFL games are starting. That way everybody can relax with their breakfast, their coffee. They can listen to us kick it. Saturday nights, a lot of people have different things going on, so maybe that's not the best night to do it. So yeah, the most opportune time. Thank you, Transformer. So we think that we're going to go ahead and do that, and we will see where it goes. All right, cool. So all right, last topic. Staying in the NFL. This year's Hall of Fame finalists have been announced, and this is actually interesting because it's been a topic of contention depending on who you ask, and we'll play the clips first on this. Eli Manning is an NFL Hall of Fame finalist, and there are a lot of people who say he probably shouldn't be, and there are people like myself who say he should be. So we're going to get into that. So we'll listen to some stuff first, and then we'll come back and talk about it. So first, we're going to hear Ryan Clark. He was on inside the NFL, I believe. And he had some stuff to say. So let's check that out. And then we'll come back and then we'll hear Mike Greenberg on ESPN Get Up.
First off, here's the problem. You guys think I have an actual emotion attachment to Eli Manning and his feeling. I don't. Like, I feel about Eli, how Eli's face looks most of the time when he plays. Like, I'm just indifferent. Man. And so I agree with you, Greeny. Eli Manning should get into the Hall of Fame. I also believe that Eli Manning will get into the Hall of Fame. I also don't believe he was a very good quarterback. And I think that those two things can exist together. I'm not going to sit here and knock Eli Manning or knock other people who are in the Hall of Fame because I will not be. And contrary to popular belief, I don't really care. So when I look at Eli Manning, when you have to say about a quarterback, this quarterback wasn't game planned for. You heard Bill Belichick saying, make him throw it to Mario Manningham. There has never been a time in the world where you're playing against Aaron Rodgers and you say, make Aaron Rodgers throw it to anybody. You say, we got to find a way to get it out of his hands. There's never been a time in the world where you're playing Tom Brady and you want him to be the person making the decision, the action, and the play that is going to decide the game. Never in life have I ever played Eli Manning and had a coach come into a meeting, and I played with Dick LeBeau, the greatest, at least to me, defensive mind of all time. Never did he come in and say, guys, we got to strap it in this week because even if we do everything right, Eli Manning might beat you. You know what you said? If you in the right place, Eli Manning is going to hit you in the face mask with a ball at some times. You just got to catch it. We don't really even, my first interception, Plexico, we forgot Plexico Burress was on the field. Now, that was stupid because he was more of a threat than Eli Manning, and he was wide open. I'm talking about butt, booty naked. I mean, nothing on. No jock strap, shoulder pads, nothing. Butt booty naked, nobody from the Washington Redskins around him. But you know what that play was for me? It was my first interception of all time because Eli was throwing. Now,
but you don't have an
and whenever Dan Graziano get up there and says, I'm going to read you the stats of what Eli Manning. That's because Dan knows, because he knows that you got to prove it to people. I'm so sorry. Aaron Rodgers retire,
no
I bet you 100% that Greeny will not have what you call it
a down barrel.
I don't even know what a down barrel is. Greeny ain't gonna have to do no down barrel when Aaron Rodgers retires. Yeah, we know, but he did. And he might only have one Super Bowl.
So clearly Ryan Clark doesn't. First of all, he said something to me that I thought was quite oxymoronic in that he says he thinks that Eli Manning is going to be in the Hall of Fame, but he doesn't think he's a very good quarterback. I'm often the guy who uses the expression two things can be true. Those two things can't be true. You can't be in the Hall of Fame and not be very good at whatever your position is. That's just dumb. The Hall of Fame is the best of the best of the best of the best. So like for him to say, I think he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. He should be, but he can't, he's not a very good quarterback. I just think that's dumb. I think Eli absolutely is a Hall of Famer. I think he's probably a first ballot Hall of Famer, and he should be. I mean, plain and simple. There's that whole business of, what is it? You can't tell the story of the league without said player. That's true, right? That's true. And then you just look at what he's done throughout his career. Does he have as gaudy in accomplishments or achievements as some of the other Hall of Fame players? No. But he's done a lot. I'm trying to think who is another two-time Super Bowl champion and two-time Super Bowl MVP that's not in the Hall of Fame. I know Jim Plunkett's a two-time Super Bowl champion, but I don't think he's a two-time Super Bowl MVP. Let's see. Will Harris says, besides those two Super Bowl runs, he's had like 12 losing seasons. Okay. All right, cool. And he hasn't had 12. I think he's had 7 winning seasons, 16 years. So that's 9. He's had 9 losing seasons. But that's not always necessarily reflective of him, right? Organizationally, like I think football is dictated by winning in football is dictated organizationally more than probably any other sport, right? But let's do this. Even before I give some stats, let me get G's thoughts and then we'll go to Transformer. G, man, where are you on whether or not Eli should be in the Hall of Fame?
Man, Eli deserved to be in the Hall of Fame, man.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, when has the last time after Eli, who else has the Giants had? Right. When it comes to just being
Nobody.
competitive, and so
Correct.
I think for the Hall of Fame, you have to have like 80%. 80% of the folks that vote need to say yay in order for you to get in. And then some of the categories are like, did you change the game, right? Like, did you have a lasting impression on the team that you played on? Was you the best player, right? And you look at the Giants, the G-Men been trash ever since he stepped up the field. I mean, it was trash while he was there, but remember, for a while, people was trying to say that he was the best Manning brother because he had 2 chips when Peyton only had 1 or none.
Yeah,
that was a reach, right? But
yes,
at the same time, there was an argument, right? Like it was commercials that was like, oh yeah, but I got rings and you don't. You might have all these stats, but you don't have any rings. And so I don't know, man. Dude, it's an Eli, it's a Manning brother, right? Like, I mean, even with the young one that's coming up now, he's probably gonna be a Hall of Fame quarterback if you make it to the league, like just
Arch
based
Manning.
off of
Archie.
Yeah. Yep.
Arch, most Archie.
That's my 2 cents, man. I don't care enough about the quarterback. Eli Manning getting in. I think if we held him to every other standard, he probably wouldn't make it in. If they was like sticklers about it, they let Big Ben in, and so Big Ben can get in.
Big Ben's a 2-time Super Bowl champ. I think he's probably top 10 in most of the numbers. He's got more 500-yard passing games than any other quarterback ever. I mean, he's done some stuff. He's got, he's comparable to other Hall of Fame quarterbacks. So that's how
would you say. Would you say he's the best quarterback to play? I know that's not the category. Would you say he's the best Steeler quarterback to ever play the game?
Ooh. Yes.
Arguably, yeah.
Yeah.
Who would you put over him?
You see, he's going to say Terry Bradshaw because
no way.
Who would I say?
We're not going to put Terry in there. No.
But the thing is, man, that's still curtain defense, man, and no free agency. You keep teams together forever. That sure helps a lot, And I'm not mad at anyone who says Terry Bradshaw. That's fine. Hello, you know what I'm saying? You play to win the game. But I would say Big Ben is the best Steeler quarterback ever. Yeah, I would. Yeah. Transformer, your thoughts, man. Transformer.
Yo, my bad. What happened? I'm analyzing this trade, bro. My bad. I got my Lakers hat on, bro. My bad.
Man. Take that off. Put your Packers hat on or something, man.
All right, man. My bad.
Do something else, man.
I'm gonna Lakers vibes right, man. Hold on. Let me change that real quick. All right.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, do something. There you
go. My bad. All right.
Yes. Now
all right, here we go.
Football time.
Now we can think football. Let me just unclick all of this Lakers stuff that I got going on.
Please
all right, cool. So the question is Eli
Hall of Famer, if not first ballot?
Hall of Famer? Yes. First ballot? No. I think there are other players with a better resume as far as impact of the game that deserve to be in front of him. But is he a Hall of Famer? Absolutely. You beat the one person everybody feared twice, right? Tom Brady. You're going to go down for knocking down Tom Brady in an 18-0 season. That's big. That's big, right? Tom Brady and Randy Moss were the 2 most unstoppable forces on Madden, the NFL ESPN, on everything. All you have to do is just throw it. Randy Moss was going to catch it, right? So, and Eli went there and he beat him again, right? And destroyed that undefeated season that they could have had. So, absolutely, he should be in the Hall of Fame. I sent this list to you previously. I got to go find it again on who was all up for it. I think there were plenty of guys on that list that should get in before him. It was a lot of defenders. And no, just period.
Sizzle about to get in.
Huh?
Yeah.
I said T Sizzle about to get in.
Oh, absolutely. And deservingly so. Right. Please. So I think, if he gets in, it's going to be off of the 18-0 season that he knocked off Tom Brady, which is fair. I mean, it's fair. I think he's going to be a Hall of Famer anyway. I just don't think it's a first ballot, right? Like other than those 2 wins, I mean, Eli had a pretty mediocre career as a quarterback. I mean, only
That
only
Super
4
Bowl
Pro
was
Bowls.
trash.
Only 4 Pro Bowls. Other than that, he's never been in an MVP conversation. No real accolade that comes to his name. He's a 500 winning percentage player as a quarterback. A lot of that kind of plays into it. But the biggest things that are always going to be at the top of his pedestal is that 2 Super Bowl MVPs against the GOAT of the NFL, right? And I beat him in an undefeated season.
That helps a lot.
Right, that's going to catapult you past a lot of players when it comes to being in the Hall of Fame. I just don't think, as a player in its entirety, except for those 2 Super Bowls, that he's in the first ballot. But I do think he's going to be a Hall of Famer, and he should be, right?
All right.
So yeah, that's my take on it.
Okay, let's hear what Mike Greenberg has to say about Eli Manning going into the Hall of Fame or not, and then after that, I'll come back and I'll give my thoughts on it.
Eli Manning's career is so much better. You can talk about how good you think he is. Those are subjective things. Objectively, Eli Manning had one of the great careers in the history of the sport. He's in the top 10 in practically every statistical category. He, as D. Wood said, he never got hurt. And you're acting as though every quarterback who's in the Hall of Fame is Joe Montana. So if you compare his career to many of the quarterbacks who are in the Hall of Fame, it is vastly superior. He beat Tom Brady when Brady was 18-0. He beat Aaron Rodgers on the road when Rodgers was 15-1, and outplayed them both in those games. He beat Brett Favre, as you mentioned, and outplayed him on the road. I think the best team he ever had, and in which I think he would have won another Super Bowl, got derailed by the fact that his wide receiver shot himself in the leg in a nightclub in New York City. That was the best team the Giants have had since basically the Bill Parcells teams. So I think that we are underselling how good Eli Manning was.
I agree. So, Greeny got it right.
Quick question. How many players get inducted every year? Is it 5?
That sounds about right.
I'm trying to find out how many.
He's a finalist. This I know. He made the final. And by the way, that clip we just played was a few years ago. Yeah. Okay.
It's 5. Yeah, it's 5. Yeah. Okay.
So let's do.
You want me to name off the names
of the finalists?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, name off.
All right. So we got Eric Allen, cornerback, played for the Eagles, Saints, and the Raiders. Jared Allen, defensive end. We all know who that is. Willie Anderson, tackle. Jaree Evans, the guard. Antonio Gates, absolutely. I think that's without a shadow of a doubt. Tight end. We all know who we played for. Torrey Holt, the receiver for the Rams. Big one. Luke Kuechly, linebacker. For Carolina Panthers, of course, Eli Manning, Steve Smith Sr., a dog, probably one of my favorite receivers of all time. Terrell Suggs, Baltimore Raven. Fred Taylor, running back. Adam Vinatieri, kicker. Of course, he's going to get in there. Reggie Wayne, wide receiver for the Colts. Darren Woodson, safety for the Cowboys. And Marshall Yanda, the guard tackle for your Baltimore Ravens. So that's a tough list, man. So out of 5 of those, boy, that's gonna be
Sizzle, Kuechly, Gates, Eli, Reggie Wayne, Antonio Gates. There you go. That should be the 5.
Yeah, I see that being a solid 5. Antonio Gates, Kuechly. Yeah. Sizzle. Yeah.
Eli, Reggie Wayne.
No Steve Smith?
Oh, damn.
Come on now.
Reggie Wayne or Steve Smith Sr. Reggie Wayne or Steve Smith Sr. Goodness gracious.
Now, granted, he's the only quarterback on this list, so that's going to get him in.
Oh, he's going in. It's so hard for receivers, man, because all these receivers putting up numbers now. That's tough. Oh,
yeah,
Reggie
talking
Wayne
about
Sr.
Mr. Unstoppable in Carolina.
Reggie Wayne, Steve Smith. I don't know, man. I gotta think about that. No, I agree. I agree with a lot of what Mike Greenberg said, and the reason why. So I just checked these today before we started. So you're 100% right. He's got an exactly 500 career record, 117. Correct. 60% career completions, not great. 244 interceptions, 366 touchdowns. Okay, cool. But all that said, he has, let's see, in all the major categories, he's in the top 15 out of all of them, right? So he's 11th in passes completed. All right. He is I think he's 11th in passing yards. Just bringing it up. Yeah, he's number 11 in passing yards. So when he retired, he was top 10 in all of these, right? But just like basketball, guys are sliding down these record lists quickly. You know, rule changes has a lot to do with that. Passing touchdowns, he is 11th. Again, top 10 when he retired. Let's see, passes intercepted. I thought he would be higher than he was, but he's actually not. So he's 12th in interceptions. I thought he'd be like top 8. so that's good for him. But even some of the greater ones are, you know, higher up than him. So Dan Marino's number 8. His brother is number 9. You know what I'm saying? So Drew Brees is right below him. So a lot of the guys that we think of as being more accurate are not necessarily. Now, where he kind of drops down the list a bit, I think he's number 22 in passing yards per game. But for the most part, he didn't play most of his career with elite weapons, right? But the point is, for most of the major passing categories, he's right there in that top 15, hanging around 10 or 11. And so that puts him, and when I look at these Hall of Fame discussions, I look at, okay, your peers at that position who played, you know, around a similar time of day than you, not time of day, a similar time in history than you, where are their numbers, right? And so Eli is he's right on the cusp of all these dudes. So I'm not even really, I look at him, all these other Hall of Famers are getting roughly the same numbers. Why would he not be able to go in? You know what I'm saying? And again, 2-time champ, 2-time Super Bowl MVP. For me, that wraps it up. I don't even think there should be a discussion about this. Like I know Rod Woodson, who I think is easily maybe a top 3 or at lowest top 5 defensive back of all time. He is adamant that Eli Manning is not a Hall of Famer. And I'm like, you know, I wouldn't want to argue with that dude, but I'm like, what are you looking at to say Eli Manning's not a Hall of Famer? Like, how do you judge it? Do you just judge it on the eye test or what? Because I'm like, if he's done everything that a whole bunch of other Hall of Fame quarterbacks have done, why would he not be in there? So that's my thought. I think he's without question a first ballot Hall of Famer. Some people may disagree. I know, as a matter of fact, some people disagree, but I think that's the case. Really, Edward Jackson? Seriously, come on, man. Look at this guy, man. You thought you was gonna slip that in, huh? Pause. That's not gonna happen, bro. Come on, man. I really gotta order the damn No Diddy shirt. I gotta get that. I said pause. Damn. Nah, Hines Ward is not on them guys' level, man. He's not. He was real good, but he wasn't on that. Man, chill, Transformer.
A little bit more context. Torrey Holt and Reggie Wayne, this is their 6th time going, so it's not looking good for receivers for Steve Smith.
It's hard for receivers, man.
So
didn't Chris Carter
not
take
going to look good
6 times to get in?
Oh yeah, it took him a while.
Chris Carter took 6 times to get in. I think T.O. took 3 times to get in,
which is insane.
It's hard for
which is insane for T.O.
It's super difficult for wide receivers. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, the point is, I definitely feel like it is my contention that Eli Manning is not just a Hall of Famer, but a first ballot Hall of Famer. And, you know, he's got everything you need to back up that contention. So that's where I am. I think the only thing where you would probably fall off is that he doesn't have all the all pros. Like normally Hall of Famers have any all pros. Right. That's what I'm saying. So, you know, but yeah, that's where I am on it. Anybody want to add anything before we open up these phone lines for the last go around?
No, I think we touched on everything, Pause.
Right.
Well, I mean, like I said, his career is going to be defined off of beating Tom. That's what everybody. Hey. When you mention Eli Manning, we forget everything that man has ever did. Right. But he beat Tom twice.
Hey, he went to Green Bay and beat your guys
with the 15-1. But we was coming up with the Super Bowl.
That's right.
Like he came in there, smacked us, got us out of there. Right? Smacked us, got us out of there, went to win a Super Bowl.
That's huge.
You know what I mean? So.
What happened? What happened?
Oh, that was funny.
What was funny?
You just forgot to mention that he beat your team, but you was adamant about talking.
I mean, because that would be the bigger topic, right? I mean, we were 15-1, just came off of a Super Bowl, but he beat Tom, the more feared one, right? Everybody feared Tom. It was like, man, Tom get to the Super Bowl, he gonna win it, man. He's the GOAT, blah 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 blah. Bill Belichick, greatest coach of all time. That defense is top 5, right? You know what I'm saying? And like they went undefeated, right? They were going to be one of the only undefeated teams to go 19-0 all the way through. And if they were the heavy favorites to win that football game in the Super Bowl, and Eli came and said, not today.
That's right.
Sorry.
Right.
I'm taking that. Right.
Yep.
So I think that's what you remember Eli Manning as, and a helmet catch.
All right,
The
so
helmet
phone
catch,
lines
yeah.
open. The number's right there on the screen and it's scrolling on the bottom. You should have it saved in your phone by now. But phone lines open. Give us a call. Give us your thoughts on Eli Manning. Should he be a Hall of Famer? Should he be a first ballot Hall of Famer? What do you think about that? So we'll take a couple calls and then we will get up out of here so y'all can enjoy your afternoon of NFL football.
I like this trade.
Man, I told you leave that alone right now, man.
Come on, man. It's the lake. Come on, man.
I'm just saying, man, we could talk about that another time. You know, I'll give you a whole segment. You could do that. You could break that trade down, how it'll help y'all, everything,
Break
man.
down
I
the
will,
wing,
I
what
will
we
sit
gave
back
up.
quietly and you
Cap
run.
space.
Yeah, next time we on Wednesday.
Yeah. By the way, listen, everybody in the chat, do y'all prefer we do the NFL wrap up after Monday Night Football or after Sunday Night Football? We want to hear from y'all on that.
Oh yeah, that was a
Because
good
if we do
question.
it after Monday Night Football, we can go ahead and get the entire week of NFL scheduling done. If we do it after Sunday night, then obviously, you know. So let us know in the chat, and that way we can move accordingly. But yeah, if not that, then Wednesday's next time. All right. Well, looks like we're not going to get any calls on this topic.
You didn't even give him a minute.
I gave him a minute, man. I'm just sitting here, you know. Watch, we're going to get off, and then my phone going to ring. Be like,
So we got time to talk about the Lakers trade?
No, we don't have no time to talk about the Lakers trade, man. Nobody trying to hear that right now, man.
What? Come on, man. Why you do us like that, man?
All right, man. Go ahead, man. Dude, talk about your Lakers trade.
No.
Go ahead.
Majority rules, man. Y'all don't want me to talk.
Transformer. Thank you, Transformer.
You're welcome.
I want to give you a whole segment to discuss that, man.
We'll
Real
save
talk.
it for the next segment.
Sound like Wednesday.
Yeah.
Sound like a segment Wednesday.
Yeah.
Man, for a whole segment.
And plus Laker Nation out here. I need Laker Nation here.
Oh, true indeed.
Yeah. I need my bros here.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, that's a good point. All right, so we are going to leave it right there, man. Thank you for coming around, kicking it with us on this Sunday morning. Hope you all had wait a minute. Is Wednesday New Year's Day? It is.
Wednesday is New Year's Day. Yeah.
Oh man, wait, listen.
Yeah, we didn't think about that. Let's do.
Well, I don't care about that. I'm just thinking
early morning.
Wednesday at 8:45 is the Sugar Bowl.
That was crazy.
So we might have to get in a little early. We'll work it out. We'll let y'all know.
Let me see. I'm looking at the schedule
I ain't
now.
missing the damn Sugar Bowl. Sugar Bowl's 8:45 on
Wednesday. Yeah. Sugar Bowl is at 8:45 on ESPN. Ohio State and Oregon play at 5, and Texas plays at 1.
Yeah. Oof. That's going to be like a good 12-hour stretch of fantastic football. Ooh.
Do you want? I mean, because if you want to knock it out early, that's going to be tough, depending on how we celebrate New Year's Eve. Well, you don't celebrate it like that, but
nah, I don't. I'm just saying we could bring it in a little earlier. We'll see.
Chat, what y'all think, man? Give us some suggestions real quick. Give us some suggestions. I'll give you guys 60 seconds if you guys are in the chat. What do you think about Wednesday's segments? What time? Because we know the college football playoffs are going to be that day all day. Do you prefer an early game? I mean, an early segment to get it out the way? Or what do you guys think? Because we know Mr. Irish, go Irish, that he's going to say at every freaking podcast show is going to be wanting to watch 8:45 Notre Dame play Georgia, and he's going to be like this the whole podcast.
I was about to say, right, I could be right there like you over here studying your Lakers trade.
Oh, well, it's on me. All right, man. The phone lines are open. 904-219. Come on, man. Get in the end zone. Yeah, go ahead. 8264. That's gonna be Bruce if we have the podcast on.
Man. Y'all some fools, man.
It's gonna be me and G running the show.
Rookie of the year. It probably will be, but it could be Bo Nix too.
Yeah, I think Jaden got it. I don't think.
But it could be Bo Nix. That's what I'm saying.
After that game, Jaden just had. Nah, I think he sealed it up with that one. Beating Philly too. Yeah,
5 touchdowns.
Yeah, 5 touchdowns.
Were there 5 turnovers too?
No, I think he had like 2 or 3.
Okay.
But yeah, then he beat the Eagles. You know what I mean? So Bo Nix throwing that pick and losing against the Bengals kind of hurt that.
This dude is completing 70% of his damn passes. That's pretty freaking good.
Yeah. Very, very solid.
22
What y'all
touchdowns.
take, man? Who do y'all got winning these college playoff football games? Texas versus Arizona State, Ohio State, Oregon, Irish, Georgia. I got Irish beating Georgia in the upset 7-2. I got Oregon beating Ohio State. And, of course, I got Texas just start on Arizona State. I don't think that's going to be a close game. But I think I got Notre Dame upsetting Georgia. Who's with me? Go Irish.
Steve got his hand up, too. Steve got his hand up, too.
Steve, like, yes, we got another one. He's wearing that green hat. We're going to say it's good for us, too.
Right. Yo, did you know Bo Nix has more passing touchdowns and passing yards than Jaden Daniels?
He does?
Media market matters. Yes, he does. I just found that out.
You looking at it now?
Mm-hmm.
Who has more touchdowns?
Bo Nix.
Are we including the rushing?
Let's see.
I don't think we're including rushing.
I mean, let's see.
Total, I think Jaden got over 30. Because that would shock me that he is outdueling them in touchdowns.
I get what you're saying. Let's see. Those are passing and let's see, rushing.
Gotta have like 10.
Bo Nix only has one rushing touchdown this year.
Jaden gotta have like close to 10.
Probably. Let me go back. It's a good one. I didn't even think about that. So he's got let's see.
Now.
Pass. I'm on Pro Football Reference. He's got 22 passing touchdowns and
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rushing. Yeah, 6 rushing touchdowns.
Is that what it is? Yep, 6 rushing touchdowns. So
6 plus 22, he's at 28.
And Bo Nix has 26. Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I think he got him in touchdowns.
Yeah. I was looking at the passing numbers. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yo. All right, so we going. Yeah. We're gonna get out of here now, y'all. And again, enjoy the rest of your day. Yo, is it raining over there, Transformers? I'm looking out the front window. It just started pouring over here.
It's not looking good, but you way south. I'm north.
Yeah. Okay.
So it'll probably take us a minute to get it.
Mm-hmm.
If we even do get it. Jacksonville, it'll rain and be sunny on the whole other side.
Right. It'll rain and be sunny on the other side of the damn street. I've seen that happen.
You can literally run out of the rain in Florida,
yes,
man.
Yes, you can. But y'all have a great one, man. Enjoy the rest of y'all day, and we will get back with you. I'll post some probably in the community tab, letting you know whether or not we're gonna rock tonight or tomorrow night with the NFL weekly wrap up. So y'all have a good one, and we out. Peace.